Hi, in this video we're going to prove some property to do with consecutive integers. By consecutive integers I just mean whole numbers, integers that are next to each other. So for example 7 and 8 are consecutive integers, they're 1 apart. 10 and 11 consecutive integers, they're 1 apart. So we've got 5 consecutive integers and we're going to prove that it's divisible by 5. Now, we could do it with an example. Let's find 5 consecutive integers. Let's say 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. They're 5 consecutive integers. And we want to show that their sum is always divisible by 5. So if we add them to sum them, what does that give you? 12, 18, 25. Now, is that divisible by 5? Yes, it is. It works. But the thing is, it's not enough to just do an example, or even like 2 examples, or even 100 examples. We have to show that whatever 5 consecutive integers we chose, that's always going to give you a sum that's divisible by 5. And to prove it's always true, we have to do it algebraically. So what we might do is we might say, let's say the lowest number of the 5 is n. So n represents any number, any whole number, right? Then what would the consecutive integers be? Well, we saw that to get to the next consecutive integer, we just add 1. So the next integer would be n plus 1. Next would be n plus 2. Next would be n plus 3. Next would be n plus 4, because we're just adding 1 each time to get from each integer to the next kind of consecutive one. And we saw that in the previous video, how to represent consecutive integers. Now, we said that we want the sum of these. So we're going to add these together. And we've got to show that's divisible by 5. Now, if we add these together, how many lots of n have we got? We've got n plus n plus n plus n plus n. That's 5 lots of n, so 5n. And then we've also got 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is 10. So that simplifies to 5n plus 10. Now, in a previous video, we showed how you can show that an algebraic expression is divisible by 5, a multiple of 5. And what you do is you just factorize out the 5. So we do 5 and then a brackets. Now 5 times what is 5n? Well, it's n. And 5 times what is plus 10? Well, it's plus 2. And because we got 5 times a whole number, because we said n was some whole number, therefore it's guaranteed to be divisible by 5. Now, because this is a prove question, we prove that the sum of any 5 consecutive integers is divisible by 5. We just need to make reference to the fact that we have something that's divisible by 5. So you can just say at the end, which is divisible by 5, to make it really, really clear that we've managed to show this kind of conclusion that we would have in this proof statement here.